Let's start with your name. Where'd your name come from?
Really, my real name starts with a B. It's Brad. So when I was young, I just wrote down like 1,000 names that began with B. It was just like I put them all together, and eventually I came up with Bezz Believe, and it just stuck, man. I just kept running with it.
So you came up with that, or somebody else came up with that
Yeah.
and dubbed you that?
No, I came up with it, believe it or not. Like, when I was a real young kid, like, I know I had just a few names, like Little Red and stuff like that, but they weren't serious. I was like, man, I need a timeless name, something classic, and I really just came up with the best option. I was like, that's the one.
Has that always been your stage name, or have you had other stage names before in the past?
No, that's really been it.
Now, what is your ethnicity?
I'm actually white. I'm Jewish, believe it or not, like Hungarian, Polish, and Russian.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is your opinion of the state of white rappers?
Really? I mean, it's almost like I really just
right
judge.
Now, what do you think?
I judge whoever's like dope and raw. It's like, but there's definitely like a whole lane that's kind of being created even more. It's kind of constantly growing. Like there's markets that all hit. That being from Florida, I'm unfamiliar with them, and then we get booked in there, and we're like, whoa, like, they predominantly like they're looking for like white rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like you go to like Iowa or like like Minnesota, these different areas. It's like you catch on like like wildfire.
Seems like there's a lot more white rappers now than there was maybe 5-10 years ago.
Hell yeah. Definitely.
Do you feel like that market is saturated?
Nah, really, I feel like hip hop is just expanding and more universal because you'll see, so much different type of rap. It'll just be like, Japanese rappers. Like there'll be a parody of people playing video games rapping. Little kids. Like I think hip hop has just lost that, that box it was in.
Now, does being a white rapper give you an advantage in today's industry? And today's industry is predominantly African American.
Mm-hmm.
That's hip hop.
I feel like everybody's got their own journey in playing field, and you deal with your own struggles. You know what I'm saying? I feel like as a white rapper, you have it the hardest, like just getting started, because no one takes you serious at all. Like they don't take you serious at all. You have to like really build your name up, and then but once you really prove yourself, man, it's a pretty level playing field. You just have to find your lane in your niche and run with it. And once you find that, that's sky's the limit, to be real.
Now, Eminem, he had a movie that was called 8 Mile, and in that movie there were some scenes in there where he faced adversity because of his skin color. Did you face the same thing? Yeah,
definitely. It's like, especially when you, like I said, like when you're first starting, like you have to work. I think you have to work extra hard to gain that respect in the game. But when you get it, people really, really respect it because they know, man, like it definitely wasn't the easiest, coming in there, man, because people are gonna take, they're not gonna take you as serious,
What's your stance on the N-word?
I feel like nobody should really say it. I feel like it's definitely overused in music completely. I hear verses where it'll be, every other line, 15 line, come up with something a little more creative to rhyme with, and I definitely, no, like white rappers should really be using it, just out of respect to the culture, just out of respect to the game that came before you.